Oh boy, what a game. Touhou Luna Nights. I've never played the original Touhou. It's supposed to be like a, crazy Japanese, independent, like, super hell, bullet hell, beat 'em up, super duper shooter. I've always wanted to play it. I never went down through the trouble of getting around and making it work. I think it like works on like old Windows systems or something. I don't know much about it really, honestly. Besides, I heard it was amazing. And so, I kept getting recommended in my Steam page that this kind of like spin-off game is supposed to be like this, it takes the Touhou characters and they're like in a Metroidvania game. It had like this super overwhelmingly positive rating, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this out, even though I've not played the bullet hell. I don't know anything much about Touhou besides it's got little Japanese anime girls in it. And so I play this shit, and it's like fucking incredible, man. It is one of the best Metroidvania games I've ever played. It don't even need to be a Metroidvania game. Really, what makes this game work is the little time manipulation, where you can slow it down or you can stop time whenever you want to. This is done with just this crazy bullet hell, crazy patterns of shit blowing up everywhere, and it's done so well. The controls feel so good. It feels like it's nearly impossible until you figure out, what you need to do to stop time or manipulate time. It's like you could throw your own knives and then freeze time. Your knives are stuck in air. You stand on them as platforms. All of these like basic things are just built from this one. You would call it a gimmick. It's not really a gimmick because it's like built core into what it is. And this time stuff is handled so much better than another Metroidvania game I reviewed called Time Spinners, where it just wasn't integrated all that well because, for that game it was mostly about, you would use basically the freeze time as a platform or something like that. It was used defensively. This game manages to keep it as a defensive tool, as an offensive tool, and as a puzzle mechanic. So much of the game, as far when you're not fighting these crazy ass bosses, is a lot of puzzles related to using the time mechanic to get through tight areas and corridors where there's all kinds of traps and stuff. And the way it's done, it makes you think. And so it's almost like a puzzle type situation. It reminds me similar to The Messenger in a lot of ways in that regard. And it's done so well. And I would think that the puzzle mechanics even done better than The Messenger. The way you gain your life and energy back is by tightly dodging bullets and stuff. As you can see, when this character was shooting all of the bullets in together to try to come in, I would jump up through them and I'd get my life and stuff back. It makes you kind of play aggressively, and also you need to play strategically, and the way it's handled is just immaculate. And I think it had like a 96 overwhelming approval rating on Steam, and I'm like, dude, it just completely deserves it. This game runs about $15 or $16. It's a must play if you like any kind of Castlevania Metroid games. It's not really a Castlevania game, but it's done so fucking well. There's not much in terms of like gear or something like that. The way you would, think about Bloodstain, it's more about how many cool things Miriam can do. It's concentrated, it's focused, and it does what it does very well with amazing music, amazing graphics, and I think this is going to come to Switch. I'm not sure, but it's on Steam now, and it is absolutely must own. It's a masterpiece of what it does, and the next game from these guys, I don't forgot their names, but I want the next game too. It's called Record of Rodus Lore, or at least set in that universe. I've never actually looked at that anime or whatever, but I want that. And dude, this game right here, if there's a sequel to it, it'll be day one buy for me. So fucking good. Give it a run.